Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Today is going to be a very exciting day because it's the first episode of my new series that I'm going to be featuring on the channel. It's called SparkDouble. The new series is basically based around Planeswalkers, and we're going to be making videos on Planeswalkers. So the idea behind the series is to play two Planeswalkers, hence the name SparkDouble, and in a single deck, and just focus that deck around those two Planeswalkers. And we're starting it off with Kaya the Inexorable and Elspeth Resplendent. Now, I'm very excited for the series. Of course, if you guys, I'm going to make a couple of decks for a couple of Planeswalkers, and just let me know if you guys like the series or not. Let's start it off with this deck and these two Planeswalkers. So Kaya the Inexorable. I've always looked at Kaya and thought that Kaya belongs in a creature deck. But the colors are way off, right? Black and white, they're not really the best creatures. White creatures are the best for when it comes to aggro, but you kind of like black and white. If this was like white and green, if Kaya was white and green, of course she's not, but if she was, you would have had many much better options, right? So Kaya and Elspeth. Elspeth also requires creatures to play in the deck, or at least enchantments or artifacts, so that you can get some benefit off of the -3 and some benefit off of the +1. Same as Kaya, you put counters on a non-token creature and then you exile a target non-land permanent. And what's better than an Orzhov shell to feature both of these? So let's break down the list and go from there. It's going to be a standard best of 1 list with average converted mana cost 2.7, with 13 creatures, despite the fact that our Planeswalkers rely on creatures, 22 non-creatures, and 25 lands. Now, standard Orzhov list here with some tweaks here and there. This is what I came up with, and I kind of like it. I admire the list. It has much more potential here, but for now it's been doing great for me, and that's the list I came up with. 4 Shambling Ghast, no Eye Twitch, despite the fact that it's best of 1. Shambling Ghast can ramp and also kill 1 toughness creatures, so that has to be my decision. 1 March here, just the 1 copy of March as an extender. 2 Deadly Disputes, 2 Tenacious Underdogs. Dispute, of course, plays well with Kaya's 1/1 Spirits. Dispute plays well with Edgar, and Dispute plays well with the 1/1 creatures that we get off of Wedding Announcement. 2 Tenacious Underdogs that we can later on sacrifice, and Tenacious Underdog and Kaya are a combo by themselves. I actually managed to combo them together. You blitz the Tenacious Underdog from the graveyard, you put a +1/+1 counter on it, the underdog dies, you get a 1/1 creature, you draw a card, and the underdog goes back to your hand. So Underdog and Kaya are a combo, which is pretty nice. 2 Rite of Oblivion, since we have a lot of things to sacrifice here off of the Wedding Announcement, Shambling Ghast, or the Edgar here, or the 1/1s. It's a very amazing removal here for the deck. Only downside is sorcery speed, but if it didn't have sorcery speed, it would be too overpowered, right? So 2 Rite of Oblivion, 4 Vanishing Verse is the best removal spell currently. 1 Reckoner Bankbuster, and only 1 because Reckoner Bankbuster can win games by itself. If you curve out perfect, if you play it on turn 2 and you play something on turn 3 and you start attacking them with the Bankbuster, you can put them way behind. And I like the extra variety here, and especially for the fact that we can get the Bankbuster off of Elspeth as well. 4 Meathook Massacres, terrible with Elspeth because of the -3, but at the same time you need Meathook Massacres. Very important, and you need 4 of, because you're almost always going to want to find this card, right? Of course, the deck grinds, so even if you wipe a board and you have creatures on the board, the deck is very grindy, so you can manage to basically get out of it, or it just equalize better. So 4 Meathook Massacres is a must. 1 Brutal Cathar just for the Elspeth here for the -3. If we want to remove, for example, a token that our opponent has gotten from the Skyclave Apparition, 1 Brutal Cathar is fine. 2 Wedding Announcements, draw, sacrifice fodder, and also a Lord, basically. It pluses your creatures. 2 Skyclave's apparition because it combos very well with Elspeth here. You can minus the Elspeth, get an apparition, and exile anything for 4 mana or less. 2 Graveyard Trespassers for the graveyard hate. Again, very good with Elspeth Resplendent here. And if you see, we're focusing a lot on the 3 mana creatures here, mainly for Elspeth, but not really, because Elspeth can also get enchantments and artifacts, but at the same time it's for Kaya as well, right? We can't run a lot of enchantments because it doesn't combo well with Kaya. Kaya can put +1 counters on an apparition, and then the apparition is a little too overpowered. It can also do the same with Graveyard Trespasser, and it's going to be hard to deal with because they'd want to discard every time to remove it. And then Edgar is very good here, not with Kaya that much because it brings it back to your hand and you don't get the full value off of Edgar, but at the same time it's a very good Orzhov card that is very hard to deal with. It can be very repetitive also. So and we finish it off with Elspeth Resplendent here and Kaya the Inexorable. Within the mana base, we're running Roadside Reliquary because a lot of the time we're going to have artifacts and enchantments. We have Mute Hook Massacre, Wedding Announcement. We also have Reckoner, Bankbuster, and Treasures here. We're also going to have an artifact within Edgar's Coffin. So a lot of times we're going to be able to draw 2 with this land here, and you've probably seen a million like Orzhov lists that run this card because it's amazing, right? It can draw you a lot of cards, and this deck can draw, this deck can grind. It does need a bit of tweaking here and there, I believe, and at the moment it's doing good, but I'm pretty sure you can go like 4 of Apparitions or like 3 of Apparitions, 3 of Cathars. You can cut the Wedding Announcement. You can go 4 Underdog, like possibly 3 Disputes, cut the Bankbuster. But I like the Bankbuster for the Elspeth here. That's why I'm not running 3 Disputes and no Bankbuster, because I want my Elspeth to hit, and at the very least, at least it's hitting, you know, a Bankbuster, right? So yeah, that's the deck. Not very low curve, relatively low curve here, but at the same time, within your 2 mana slot, you really don't have a turn 2 play besides Underdog and Bankbuster. And if you don't have them in hand, you really don't have a turn 2 play besides maybe a Deadly Dispute on the Shambling Ghast or a Shambling Ghast on turn 2. Or even a Meat Hook Massacre for 0. So there are multiple things you can do with this deck. There are a lot of different routes you can take. Obviously, this is the one that I'm deciding to go with, and since it's the first episode and I decided to play Kaya and Elspeth. Originally, I wanted to play Elspeth with Vivian as the first SparkDouble Planeswalkers, but I decided to go with Kaya because I was just looking at Kaya and I'm like, oh, okay, if we play creatures with Elspeth, Kaya can benefit off of that. And that's what we've done. You can also go the very aggressive route and play like all the good white creatures like Redain and Spellbinder and Thalia and Aspirant, and go just heavy on the creatures. Good lands, good mana over here, like 25-26 mana, and go heavy on the Elspeth and Kaya here. That would be pretty powerful too. Go like the aggro version more, but we're deciding here to stick with mid-range, and yeah, I'm happy about that. We've got a lot of removal, and most of our removal is exile, besides the Meat Hook Massacre, obviously, but that's so good, right? Kaya exiles as well, so you have no problem playing against any deck except for control maybe, but at the same time, with the amount of draw that we have within the deck, we can grind it out with control. So yeah, that does it for the list. I hope you guys enjoy this new series. I'm not going to upload a Planeswalker or a SparkDouble episode every day. I'm actually going to be uploading one every other day. So let's say today I uploaded this video of my first episode. Tomorrow it's going to be a different list. We're going to be back to standard, back to our shenanigans. We're going to be running different things, and then the day after I'm going to run another episode of SparkDouble. So it's going to be every other day, and I'm just going to play all the Planeswalkers. I'm going to pair 2 at a time, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So that's the idea behind the episode. I hope you guys enjoy the first episode. If you do, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, support the channel in any way, and I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for just the amazing support, right? So yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys later with another video. Okay. Alright, let's get this going. Very good hand, actually. Very, very good hand here. Okay, play that. Very decent hand here. We have a decent curve, good lands, removal, Kaya. Okay, more removal. Nice. Sign me up. Play the underdog. Okay. Oh, nice. They're ramping. 5-color. 5-color deck. Here we go. Okay. They are going to gain that life back, but let's just put them back to where they are. Yep. Okay. Should be interesting. Yeah, meat hook for 2. Pretty obvious, isn't it? We just pass here? Sure. Okay. I wonder what they're playing though. Enchantments? Okay. It seems like it's like 5-color enchantments. Which can be pretty decent though. So let's just go ahead and exile that. Okay. Let's draw some more. We're stuck at 1 black source here, but it shouldn't be that much of a problem, right? Spirit Sister's Call. Maybe they do have another one in hand. So you gotta keep the Rite of Oblivion ready for another one, because why would you discard that if you have 5 mana actually? That can get their creatures back, but we have Rite of Oblivion, which is probably really good here. We also have Kaya next turn, but I would like to plus the Kaya, you know. Okay, so this flips. This is at 3. Honestly, we can just attack with the underdog here. Yeah, they don't have a threat yet here. But yeah, the underdog would spend our treasure. Okay, let's just pass. I'm not gonna play the Kaya just yet. Okay. It's pretty decent. Yeah, we knew about that. Okay, what can they get back? Okay. Can they stack them? Yeah, but they have to sacrifice here. They don't want to sacrifice, okay. Alright, nice. Kaya dies if we minus her here, so I guess what we do... we pass. We're exiling everything here. What if they play a Hallowed Haunting? That would be pretty bad for us. Nice. Okay, so I guess we, yeah.
There's no job too tough for me. When I say
Okay,
go,
Kaya gets down.
go.
Nice. Cami War. On the Kaya? Sure.
Well, this wasn't what I signed up for.
Sure. Let's exile that. We're both exiling everything here. Let's play our Bank Buster. Start gaining some value off of it. We can also draw with the Reliquary if we play a Meathook Massacre, which we do want. Or we can just do this. Pass. And the deck feels really good. Since we already have mana, I'm just gonna sacrifice this. Nice. Okay. What if they have like a Wandering Emperor? Let's take the draw. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't have anything here. Yeah, let's take the draw. Let's keep drawing here. Vanishing Verse. That's fine. Yeah, we're drawing a lot. The deck is working very, very well here. Nice, another Reliquary. It's pretty good. Okay. Let's actually hard cast this and let's attack with the Bank Buster. Yeah, they have nothing here. We're just gonna keep drawing. Apparition is very, very good here. Apparition is very nice. Okay, the deck feels really, really good. Path of Peril is fine. Okay. That is fine as well. Let's exile that. I guess we should have done that before they gained the life, but it doesn't really matter. We have a lot of backup here. A lot of backup. Okay. We draw 3 here. Nice. Let's keep hitting these lands here. And let's pass. Okay. Elspeth is pretty good. But I feel like they're struggling here. Okay. Draw off the Bank Buster. Now the Bank Buster is busted. Play Elspeth. I guess we can get a Brutal Cathar. Fine. That's fine. Okay. Exile this. Attack with the 5/5. So good. So good. And we still have so much utility in hand. Yeah, they barely performed that game, to be honest. GG's. Okay. Yeah, keep this. Turn 1 play. Pretty good. Got a Massacre, Elspeth, Vanishing Verse. Let's see what we're playing against. Lumimancer. Lumimancer is fine. Let's pass. They're not gonna block, of course. Okay, so we gotta be careful. Their game plan is to keep up protection. Another Lumimancer, sure. So our best bet is to play the Vanishing Verse, take out a protection spell from their hand, and hopefully Meathook Massacre next turn. That's our best bet, unless they have a game plan here. Blizzard Brawl. Actually, why am I wasting this? Sure. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Let's take 2. Alright, they're back at ground zero now. And these players always mess up. You need to hold up protection. It's a must. And you need to load up a deck like this with as much protection as possible. We've got Elspeth next turn, which is pretty decent. So I guess we're drawing. Alright, this is sort of a problem here. Let's load up. Nice draws. Nice draws. Man, this is so good. Nice draw. Oh my god. Alright, so let's play Elspeth here.
Right. Let's clean up this. I've made plenty of connections.
Yeah, I guess we can get the underdog. Why not? Okay. We need to get the Bankbuster down so we can start drawing again. Thankfully, this has a shield counter on it, so we can block with it without it dying. And next turn we can put like lifelink or anything pretty much. Yeah, they're struggling on lands. Very low land count. Yeah, shield counter. Nice. Elspeth is so good. Another Blizzard Brawl. That's fine. Yeah, they're wasting them, but your creature's dead. Okay. And that's game. Nice. Okay. Keep this. I mean, we need to find a way to draw here, but okay. For now, we've got something in hand at least. We've got lands as well, which is decent. Sentinel. Man, what a draw, right? Deadly Dispute. What a top deck. We run two of them. Okay, opponent. Our opponent is on the gruel grind here. Okay, they can get the treasure, which I don't want them to. So we exile the Sentinel first and we Deadly Dispute on our turn. This way we get rid of their creature as well. Kaya is pretty good here as well. Okay. I guess we can wait. I mean, they can't tap this. Yeah, we can wait. I mean, we could have attacked last turn as well. They weren't going to block, of course, and then protection though. Okay. So I feel like they're setting up for a Goldspan Dragon, which can go over the top here, but drawing the Vanishing Verses has to be good. Yeah, it's okay. That's a Goldspan Dragon deck for sure, I think. Or at least a Titan of Industry or something. But I guess what we can do is always buy the Kaya back, right? Yeah, they can have Goldspan next turn 4 or 5. I guess we can wait. Did we play a land? Oh, my bad. Yeah, forgot. Yeah, we can wait. Oh, they have something in hand for this. Okay, let's see if they want to spend the treasures on it. Yeah, they can have Goldspan next turn. We're going to have to spend our treasure and actually play the Takenuma. Temur could be kind of tricky. Yeah. Mainly for the fact that they can actually run negate as well, right? This list usually does run negate as backup. So they can negate this Vanishing Verse attack and still get treasures, or just kill the underdog with the treasures. We have to kill that dragon. Yep. Moonveil Regent. That's pretty okay, I guess. So they're running dragons? Okay. Hopefully no more Goldspan. At least they don't have the mana for it anymore, which is pretty good. So we play Kaya here.
I will stand by as innocent people. It's the least you deserve.
Let's see what they've got. So I want to test out the Tenacious Underdog in Kaya. That's a token. It comes back as a token, doesn't it? It gains haste. No. Okay, let's test it out. Nice, it works.
Don't worry, I got you.
Perfect. Let's not give them any draws or anything. So we can actively do this loop every turn? That's crazy. Kaya and Underdog, everyone. Hello, combo. That's game. Nice. Nice. Alright, we go first with a slow hand, but let's keep it. Okay. We have Apparition on 3. That's a decent draw as well. Okay. Let's see what they're playing though. Youthful Valkyrie. Okay. As planned. Edgar next turn no matter what. And then the following turn, I guess we exile a Valkyrie with the Rite of Oblivion. Although Angels, if it's not Orzhov, I mean, if it is Orzhov, that's a pretty bad play for us, but actually, we can't let this survive. We don't want them to have it easy and cast a Sanctuary Warden easily. At least not until we draw a what's it called? A Vanishing Verse. Edgar should be a headache for them though. For now at least. We can exile a Valkyrie. Another Valkyrie back to back. Okay. That's problematic. Yeah, they attack with one, but we're gonna knock their life points down drastically here. Do we want the Underdog though? Underdog does nothing for us here, so because they can easily chump it. They're gonna have to take this because they can gain life. But I guess we Rite of Oblivion and Bankbuster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. We can't let them have both because they can gain that life back quickly. We get the Edgar back no matter what, and now we can start drawing at least something good. We also have Meathook Massacre, which we should not forget about. Yeah, they're gaining life, playing lands, it's mono white angels. That's fine. Okay. Alright. We can meet Hook. We give them a 2/2. They're attacking in the air anyway, so might as well, right? Let's see if they want to block. Nice. Nice. That works out very, very well for us here. That way, they don't get a creature back and assault us, right? Pretty good. We still have Bankbuster, which is nothing to forget. Unless they have a March, of course. But if they have a March, they'd want to remove the Edgar's Coffin, right? We're down on cards though. They're up on cards. They have 5 cards in hand, which is something, right? We actually dumped our hand and we were top decking a lot of lands actually. That's a Wandering Emperor, this pass. This pass is a Wandering Emperor. Like, I'm sorry, say whatever you want to say, but that's a Wandering Emperor. Are they going to play Farewell and Angels? You never know what these players run. So I'm just going to pass. I'm not going to overinvest because we just lose drastically. We lose all of our advantage here. I think they passed because they're prepping for a Farewell if they're not playing an Emperor. But they have something sticking there, so I'm guessing it's an Emperor. It's not a Farewell. Let's see though. Them passing like that is just such a headache for us. Okay, they draw. The card basically replaces itself, but the stats are terrible. Okay, Takenuma could be pretty good. Takenuma could definitely be good. Let's draw. I don't mind. A lot of lands. Splits this as well. We need to draw as much as possible actually. And apply as much pressure as possible as well. They have to take the block here. Block the Edgar. Because it's most damage. They don't take nothing. I mean, they don't block anything. Wow. Reliquary is so good. At least we draw 2 here. We can actually do something, right? They're down to 5. Yeah, it is a Wandering Emperor. They exile the Edgar here.
But I'm going to end it. My judgment is final.
That's fine. March? Okay. We can still draw, by the way. We have Takenuma, so I don't want to exile any of my creatures for the sake of...
Until next time, then.
For the sake of basically draining them. No. I'm not gonna exile my creatures here. Sanctuary Warden is not going to help you. It can make a blocker, but... what help is it? Let's draw with the Reliquary here. Nice. Elspeth is pretty clutch here. Elspeth is so good here. Okay. So I guess our first step is to actually... they block this, they block this. We just need to give a +1/+1 counter to one of these, and then that's game.
I won't let it be brave.
Flying. And that's game. No matter what they do, they don't have lifelink. They have nothing here. Yeah, they block this, but that's game. Good game. Nice. Relatively easy. Alright. Okay. This is better. But we mulliganed. But it is better. Okay. World Tree. At least we can attack with the Bankbuster next turn, which is something. Seems like a slow deck anyway. Yeah. And our curve is pretty good. Okay, we got the rest of the lands for Elspeth as well, which is pretty good. We've got draw. I guess we can keep up with a slow deck like that. Actually, let's take the draw. You've got 2 white, that's our second black. Yeah, let's take our draw. Let's not better their draw, so we exile the Fable, of course. You have to go for the Fable. Yeah, they do ramp here, which is bad in every case, you know, that's how Fable is. You remove the Shaman, this betters their hand. You remove the Fable, they ramp, you know, like what can you do? 4 mana. We've got Elspeth, but nothing else. So this has to be good. Seems like we're playing against at least 3 colors. If you run World Tree, you have to run 5 colors or 4 colors at least. Or else, what's the point of running that many tapped lands? Or at least the World Tree. Yeah, they're ramping. Okay, seems like it's just Jund. But terrible Jund, you know? No curve. Okay. That's what you spent your mana on? That's terrible. So we actually gotta get rid of these, to be honest. Even though this is going to be a 2-2, we can't play Elspeth and have it exposed like that. They're way up on cards. It's so horrible for us. We're trying to be extra aggressive here. You have to be. You have to be extra aggressive. They basically screwed themselves by spending the mana that way. They're back to 4 lands. We're still ahead when it comes to mana, but we can exile a Bloodtide Harvester. That's it. Okay.
There are good people in this city, and I will protect them. Be brave.
We put a +1/+1 counter because they're gonna attack with the Trespasser, and that way Elspeth doesn't really die. Now our Bankbuster has flying, which is pretty funny. It's a 5/5 right now as well. So if they don't really deal with the Bankbuster, we can go over the top and kill them if the Elspeth survives, of course. Another Trespasser, so that's game? That has to be game. How are they going to kill the Elspeth? If they don't kill the Elspeth, we go over the top with the Bankbuster. Bankbuster wins another game, yet again. I guess not. Not right now, but... Actually, yes, right now. We are going to beat them.
So much for a peaceful resolution.
I guess,
Let's do this together.
yeah, I mean, flashing this in wasn't necessary. I just want to draw a card, to be honest, but giving this vigilance is definitely extra necessary here. Oh, we missed lethal, didn't we? Yeah. Attack with this, drain them. But I guess Meathook Massacre does the job. That's game. Yeah, we missed lethal. What we could have done better, if we weren't really so hasty like that, we could have just put the +1 counter on the Bankbuster, right? Give it vigilance as well, since we have another creature. We don't even need to blitz this. We cast this, we attack with the Trespasser, we drain them for 1, they block the Trespasser to trade, we end up killing them with the Reckoner Bankbuster. Because they were at 7, from the drain they're at 6, and then the Bankbuster does the job, but we got there eventually.